Hey everyone, welcome back to the realm. I'm Gina.
I'm Rich. Woo!
I'm Brian.
Hi guys.
I'm so excited.
I love that you cheer for yourself. Yeah, we've had a lot of exciting stuff going on. First of all, this time last year though, you and I were in Vegas to get me hit.
Yes. Let's reminisce for a minute. That was a great time. That was fun. What?
I don't remember half the night, but it was a good time.
I remember Fremont Street watching the metal band at the one end by the stage, and all of us were out there and we were having a blast.
I don't remember when you left though. All of a sudden, I just feel like I turned around and everybody was gone.
Yeah, maybe. Well, we needed to be up in the morning, remember, because we went to the drag brunch. So I didn't want to be totally
jello. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a great time.
We had to call for an IV for Kez. So.
Yes, I remember that. Yes, that was.
Did you hear about that, Brian?
No.
Yes, we had to call for a mobile IV to come to the hotel room to take care of Kez.
No, I didn't hear that part.
They actually missed the drag brunch the next day, and so as a new bride, here I am, finishing the celebrations. Well, Kez, but to be fair to those that are listening, I gotta save face here for Kez. We actually had COVID and didn't know it. So that was probably the start of COVID, and we got it from somebody else that was at the wedding. But we won't talk about it.
Was it me?
Keep going, Rich.
No, my hands up because that wasn't me.
I'm just glad nobody else got it because there was a lot of kissing, hugging, all that stuff going on.
It's amazing that we could catch anything with as much alcohol as we had in our system.
I know. That's what I thought.
So,
gosh.
Yeah.
The one night
Vegas, right?
You think that would fend it off, but not so much
okay. Well, that wasn't the Weird Weekly News that we were going to talk about today, but it is Weird Weekly News Day, and so we're going to get at it. We got the wheel of names spinning with our names loaded, ready to decide who's going to go first. So if you're just tuning in for the first time, on Wednesdays we do a Weird Weekly News episode, and we take turns. We bring in weird news topics. Might not always be paranormal, but it'll be from all over, and we take turns. And how we decide who goes first is through our handy wheel of names here. So here we go. Let's see who's going to go first, everybody.
Oh!
I say it didn't stop moving yet.
Whoop. All right.
Usually.
Congratulations.
Oh, lucky me.
Congratulations, you're a winner.
Well.
All right. So I always like to make it a little fun, so we have a couple of options.
Oh.
We either have poop or grenades.
Ooh, not together.
No, not together. You never put shit and grenades together. You don't spit it in the wind. You don't tug on Superman's cape. Don't put grenades and shit together. It's right in the song.
It's right in the song. Yeah,
right in the song.
Yeah.
I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna vote poop.
I'm gonna vote grenade. Get that flipping wheel out. Let's go. What is it?
So I gotta do another wheel of names.
Oh yeah.
So that wheel's coming in handy.
All right, hang on a second. Let me get this pulled up here. Wheel of names. I'll indulge. Let's try this. I might share my screen. Let's do it. Poop or grenade.
All right.
Let's see here. Let's see what happens. And
big poop, no whammies.
No whammies. See what happens. Oh, it's gonna be.
It's gonna be. Oh, boy, that was close. I don't know how.
Wow, that was
like on the line there. It was like I said, it's together.
That was as close as you're gonna get.
That was as close as we're gonna get. All right, so it is poop.
All right. Well, this story is near and dear to me. Walt Disney World and Disneyland are both having a little trouble these days with people shitting in the queues. I know, that's nice. It's
I did hear about that, but I didn't read it. I went to myself. I just shook my head and went.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Apparently, we consider Walt Disney World is our park, our resort. So I'll focus on that. that the two big rides are Avatar Flight of Passage and Rise of the Resistance. So you have two marquee e-ticket attractions, and people are shitting in the queue because there are long lines.
I mean, like, okay, I'm not condoning the behavior, but I get it because some of these lines are ridiculous. And I don't know. I feel like I sound like one of those get off my lawn kind of people, but I hate going to amusement parks and standing in line. I'm like just at that point where buying a flash pass at Great America is probably going to happen next year when we get our passes because actually we just bought passes. I'm going to have to get the flash pass.
Well, there it's okay.
Well, yeah, but the lines are still really, really long.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay to do it in their line. We don't care.
Oh, it's okay to shit in their line.
Shit all over Six Flags all you want.
Anything goes.
I don't care about that.
I mean, if anyone from
Six Flags, make no mistakes, I'm very selfish about.
And you want to sponsor me directly. If you want to be our sponsor, then I take it back. I apologize, but as far as I know, they're not sponsoring us, so I'm just going to tell it the way it is. That's a flaw I have. I'm just going to say it. Yeah.
Let's put it this way: you would expect it at a Six Flags. If I went to a Six Flags and I didn't see somebody shitting in line, I would have serious concerns that I wasn't in the right place. At Disney World, sorry, Six Flags. Sorry, I
do have a question. Does it specify whether it's adults or children? Because if it's kids, I'm gonna have to give them a little bit of a pass.
And where is the shitting taking place? Is that the trash
out in the open? Are they jumping over?
No. So at Flight of Passage, anybody who is listening who has ever been to Disney World, you go to Animal Kingdom, you go to Pandora. Flight of Passage is the cool ride there. It's great. Rich, it'll knock your socks off. We told you, make sure you have socks on when you get on it.
I've been on it many times.
I know.
I never lost my socks.
But I'm just saying, we had to warn you before you went on it the first time to make sure
I take my socks off and I put them in the little pouch behind us.
The little basket.
Yeah, because you told me that one time, and I'm like, well, shit, I can't lose my socks.
Yeah, it'll knock them off. You
told me I shouldn't lose my other things.
No, but anybody who's ridden that knows that queue gets really, really long. And apparently there is one part of the hallway, a section that the cast members have dubbed the poop hallway, because it's about midway through the queue. It's right where the bathrooms are, because they have bathrooms in that queue.
Yeah.
They thought of it for that specific reason, but I guess people don't like to wait, so they shit on the floor. And at Rise of the Resistance, it doesn't say where in the queue they're doing it, but this cast member said that she remembers seeing somebody let their kid take a, quote, dump on the floor, and then they just walked out and left it. So it sounds like it could be kids, but either way, like, kid or adult, come on, everybody, let's get your shit together, pun intended.
Correct me if I'm wrong, this is in the bowels of the attraction.
Oh my God, Dad.
Drum roll.
Nice.
Boy, right? 2 punch from brothers here with their jokes.
That was good, though. That was a good joke. Yeah, I take all this stuff personally because, again, it affects me directly. So,
have you seen anything like that when you guys have been there? Have you seen that going on?
We would see, like, you know what you do see a lot? You'll see a lot of kids taking a leak somewhere where the parents, just let them go. I mean, there's been times when we're, like at Magic Kingdom specifically, there's been several times where we're waiting for the bus to go back, and in like the little median area between where the bus is, not across the parking lot, but they have that little topiary little thing in the middle.
Yep.
We've seen that happen multiple times where parents will just send their kids up there. And you go, I get it, but there is a bathroom near there where you could have went. Like, but that we've never seen anybody actually taking a dump. Although I do have one good dump story from there.
Oh.
And it was in Tomorrowland by the bathrooms by Anti-Gravities and Star Traders and stuff across from the Speedway.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah. Like right there in those bathrooms, Danny goes in one, I go in the other, so I get out and I'm waiting. And as I'm walking out of the bathroom, I hear a cast member in like a stall laughing. So as I'm walking by, I see that they're just in there with the door propped open, and there's just like a dinosaur pile of shit like on the floor in front of the toilet, and he's like laughing. And then so I'm out of the bathroom then, and I can hear another cast member from custodial on the radio walking, like the person going, I need somebody to come over here. And I see that person walk in there, and I hear them start cracking up. So it was a big kudos to those cast members in that situation. It was near the end of the day that they found the humor in the horrendous Stegosaurus dinosaur soft swirl pile of shit that was made perfectly in front of the toilet in the stall, which opens up a lot of different questions. You're so close. Whoever it was so close.
I have a question though. Like these bathrooms that are in the line along this ride, how does that person keep their place in line, or do they lose their place in line if they dip out to go to the bathroom? Like, I'm trying to figure out what the obstacle is.
Usually somebody from your party keeps going forward, and then you say, hey, I was going to the bathroom, and somebody is still up there. Now, sometimes people take advantage of that a lot, and that's very frustrating.
Yes.
So usually how that would work is, like, even if it was just the two of us and we're in line, I mean, somebody would keep going if the other person had to go to the bathroom, and then when they're done, you get back in the queue and you say, my husband or my wife is up there, and then you meet back up with that person. That's how it's supposed to work.
I mean, outside of a medical emergency of having to go to the bathroom, I would think adults should be able to control that. So I'm thinking it's probably more, and little kids, you can expect that's going to happen a lot of times, especially when, like you said, when you're in lines for stuff like that for a long period of time. I think if we're in line and we see that happen and someone's taking their kid, we go, they're going to the bathroom. When they come back, no one's going to say a thing. No one's giving anybody a hard time. We get it. It happens. Everybody's there to have a good time. Remember, happiest place on earth. Hey, whatever. Yep. But I'd feel bad if I got out of line myself because I had to go to the bathroom. Obviously, I wouldn't take a crap right on the floor, but I would feel bad. I'd be like, shit, I got to go to the bathroom. I stood in line. Now I come back and I'm going to try to get back in my spot. But like you said, if you're with a group of people and your whole group is moving along, it makes it a little bit different, I think. Yeah.
I mean, I will leave this story with two positives. I don't want the whole thing to be negativity that, we have some people who can't keep their shit together when they go to Disney, unfortunately. One, this was actually I think it was at Disneyland where this one happened though. I was in the bathroom and I'm washing my hands and I can hear a dad in the stall with their kid, and the dad going, come on, let's hurry up, we gotta go. And this kid said a phrase, and I go, this is from God to us. The poo-poo comes when the poo-poo comes. And I saw the dad going, yep. And I thought I love that. It was so simple. The mind of a child was able to summarize it perfectly. Wisdom. And on a positive note for the guests who go there was another time at Animal Kingdom, and there was a dad who had two kids. They're washing their hands, and they're like, okay, Dad, we got to wash our hands now. So then they each wait and they wash their hands, and they leave the bathroom, and then I get out there and I'm waiting for Danny, and the kids come out, the mom comes out, and they run up, and the kids go, Mom and Dad, we just wanted to thank you for bringing us here. We love you guys so much. And I was like, is there a hidden camera somewhere? This is way too wholesome and nice. But I went, you know what? That it was very heartwarming that there are other people there that kind of do stuff the right way, and everybody seems better off for it. So, yeah, you take the bad with the good, I guess.
I do love people watching, and right. I do love people watching though and seeing stuff like that, Brian. So yeah, that is. Yeah. I love seeing that stuff. Kids always can put me in if I'm having a day and I just people watch for a second and I watch an interaction between a parent and a child, especially at work when they come in. because I work at the health department, and it's just like, I don't know. It is heartwarming, so it does make me feel better. So I'm glad there was a happy ending to this really shitty story because
It is shitty.
it was a shitty story. So, but just a quick question though: did they say there's something they're going to do to try to maybe hang a sign or something? Or
They have that. The one person said that they they block stuff off. It's, again, anybody who goes there knows people tend to go there. They lose their mind. They pack their bag at home, or they pack their brain at home, and then get to Disney without one, because a lot of people it's weird. People go kind of nutty.
I get it. All right. Well, let's see who's going to go next. Let's try this now.
I'm guessing Rich.
Thanks for your story, Brian. Now let's just
guessing that before, so maybe the gods are shining down on me, and
we'll see.
Not that it matters. No, it's me.
Yep, it's you.
Oh, it's me.
Did you hear that? It said woo in the background.
We need sound effects. All right, my story comes from. Want to guess where it comes from?
Okay, I literally just
Germany or Florida?
Florida. Okay, so I was just, Shannon is here, my friend Shannon from Florida, since I was 11. Yeah. She goes back tomorrow. Yeah. She was telling me, I was telling her about the Weird Weekly News. She goes, oh my God, I can just start sending you stories about dumb shit that happens in Florida. I said, oh honey, we're already on that.
Oh yeah, Florida's a big one. Mm-hmm. Here's the story.
I have 2 Florida stories in a row.
Yeah, and that was just by luck.
Yeah.
Because my other story that I have in my back pocket is not from Florida, but I always love a good Florida one. When I hear them on the radio, I always stop and I take note because they're usually pretty good. This one here comes from Fox News, and it's from November 5th of this year. Florida man arrested after leading police on high-speed chase on a motorcycle with fake McLovin tag. So, McLovin, that's from Bad. Yep. This happened in Tampa. A Plant City, Florida man was arrested after leading law enforcement on a high-speed chase overnight with a fake license plate that read McLovin. Now, the fake license plate also was a Hawaii plate, which matches the fake ID from the movie. So
great.
He actually had a fake Hawaii McLovin tag license plate on this motorcycle. And when the troopers pulled up behind him and turned the lights and sirens, you know what happened next. When he saw that he was around, that there was a cop, he took off and sped away. So he was doing like 110 in like a 45 mile an hour zone. So the cop turned off his lights and just was like, okay, whatever, I'm not going to chase this guy. But he stayed behind him. He just turned the lights off. And he kind of followed behind him from a distance and watching. And he said that all of a sudden he pulled up to a stoplight. And the police guy and the cop turned the lights back on. And this dude never even realized he was behind him still. He's on a motorcycle, doesn't pay attention behind him apparently. He goes, oh shit, there's a cop behind me. So he tried to take off again, slipped the gear, killed the motorcycle in the middle of the intersection. So the cop boxes, gets in front of him to block him from going anywhere, goes over, grabs him, pulls him off the bike. To make matters worse, when he's pulling him off the bike, the motorcycle falls on both him and the trooper.
Oh my God.
So he was ordered, the cop put him in handcuffs. He broke his foot. The cop was not hurt. So he ended up with tickets for eluding police and speeding, and he also had a broken foot.
Oh, that's tough.
Mm.
But I really
like there was a Hawaii plate.
Right. Like I have to give him an A for effort on that. Like just the sheer genius behind having, come on. That was pretty good. Running from the cops, no bueno. But
yeah,
it's Florida though. I think they make you do that when you get to the state.
I think it's part of your driver's test. Like you learn that driver's ed. Like Jesus.
Let's see. From the police.
That was a good one. I liked it.
Yeah, it made me laugh when I read it.
McLovin.
Yeah, McLovin license plate. And then to top it off, he breaks his foot, gets arrested. Shame. Crime doesn't pay, people.
It does not. Well, Okay, so we are going to go from McLovin to Elon Musk. So this guy's got this Neuralink thing going on. I don't know if you guys have heard about this. This is a chip that's supposed to get implanted into the brain. We'll talk about what it's supposed to do. But just recently in the news, it was on Bloomberg and a couple other news sources in the last few days, but he's apparently received clearance, from what I've read, for trials in humans. Like, they're at the point that they're ready to implant it. But I mean, it's not like they have a list of candidates to do it right now, because they need very specific candidates willing to do it. But I'll start first with what Neuralink is supposed to do. So they believe that what they can do is take these chips and implant them in the brain, and it will give people that have total paralysis, pardon me, like total paralysis, and even difficulty with speech and movement, who can't like really voice for their needs, to be able to ask for care by using this Neuralink in their brain. They're basically thinking of the things that they need, and it's supposed to communicate it to a wireless device to somebody. So like sending a text message with your mind. It's really what I envision. And so they had been doing it on these monkeys, and apparently there was a lot of like, I don't know, backlash with the thing with these monkeys, because there were quite a few that had like died right after being implanted, and they weren't treated very well, and there was a huge issue with that at some point. So somebody had went and toured the facility. I think they were part of the governing body that was kind of like assisting them with moving forward to the human trials. And apparently like many of the monkeys are still there, and they're happier now and healthier, and I think they've taken on a new, I don't know how I feel about all that, but I won't even start down that road. But yes, so what they're thinking is that they need to find people who are under the age of 40 that have no use of their arms and legs, to be able to start this Neuralink, like the human trials with this Neuralink. So I know we ended this on a serious note, but I'm curious to know what you guys think about starting human trials with something like this, especially after all the trouble that I had with the trials with the monkeys.
I'll go first. Well, I guess it depends. If it's people that have, how much paralysis did it say?
Total.
So if it's somebody with total paralysis who is agreeing to this and is saying, yes, I would like to have this as an option to try, then that's, you know what I mean? That's the decision that person made.
I'm just wondering, like, I get what they're trying to accomplish with it. And I think further, so it's supposed to help. Let me read this. This is from another story from last year, and it says, Neuralink also believes its device will eventually be able to restore neural activity inside the body, allowing those with spinal cord injuries to move their limbs. The San Francisco and Austin-based company also aspires to cure neurological conditions such as Alzheimer's and dementia somehow with this Neuralink. So I get, like, if people want to try it out, but I just feel like, what more can this lead to? You know, like, what are we really trying to accomplish? I mean, is it all science and healing and that kind of thing?
Ooh, I'll tell you what it is, Gina. You'll like this. What if this, with the AI and the Neuralink, is creating the Borg?
I know the Borg were some big MFers, but 7 of 9 was cool. And the whole concept of Borg, I remember watching that show, and I was so terrified of the Borg. Like, such commanding presence. Like, so that scares me to think about. I mean, but they were kind of unbeatable. But they were beaten. We beat them.
We're still... Season 3 of Picard was actually... I dug it. It was a nice love letter to the fans, so... We got to nerd out a little bit on that.
I'll have to watch it. I just started watching Picard, actually, so I need to get back on that. What do you think about it, Rich?
I watch SpongeBob SquarePants, and I don't think there's nothing on there that frightens me at all because that's why I watch it. It's
Squidward?
humor.
Handsome Squidward?
Yeah, well, I like Mr. Krabs.
Oh,
He likes money.
God.
And he makes Krabby Patty. Well, he doesn't make Krabby Patty. SpongeBob does. But anyway, I think it's a good thing, just like Brian alluded to. I think it's going to help people. I also agree with you, Gina. What is it actually leading up to? And I think you got to believe that there's a ulterior motive there. Because let's be honest, that's the direction everything's going to end up going, no matter what we say or how many times we want to buck the system. Just like everything else with the EVs and all that stuff. Everything's trending. Now even with, like you said, with the Elon Musk thing and all these other private companies going into space. I mean, there's more and more of that stuff that 10, 15 years ago you would have never thought that was going to be possible. So I think this is probably the beginning of something that's going to be probably commonplace. I don't know if it'll be in our lifetime or not, but it seems like all this technology stuff is progressing faster and faster every time something's announced. So God willing, I'll be here another 40 years, but never know.
We'll still be doing the podcast in 40 years.
Oh my God. Episode 4,000.
season 40, episode 3,000. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Well, guys,
yelling about the 80s.
Right.
Yeah, we're still there.
Well, guys, this was the news that mattered most. We love to bring it to you every week. So thank you guys for bringing it.
I got something for the Neuralink thing that I just thought of, and this is for Rob. Rob, this is for you. What if, joking about the Borg, we all know they're fake, but what if the AI and the Neuralink and how technology is moving faster, what if the aliens that we think visit here are really us in the future? We've just advanced to that.
Ooh. That's enough to hurt your brain. That's enough to really hurt your brain.
I just said a bunch of words. I don't know if any of it made sense. I hope so. Otherwise, you're going to have to cut that.
It's intriguing.
No, it is intriguing to think about. Like, every time I think about this stuff, my brain just hurts because then it makes me feel so small, and then it makes you think about what the point of life is. And then it just makes me want to just quit my job and just live every day to the fullest because who cares? It's all a lie anyway. That's the rabbit hole I go down. So we're gonna reel this in.
That escalated quickly.
I'm telling you, that's what happens. Insert my brain. I'm just I spiral. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm still trying to catch up on sleep. We had a big investigation this weekend that we did that was a lot of fun. So it was we got so much to go over, but we'll bring that to you in another episode. So make sure you join us every other Monday during our regular seasons for our full episodes. We talk about one main topic, and it'll either be an investigation that we've done or a topic that we choose. And we got our weird weekly news every week. So with that, thanks, guys. See you, everybody. Peace.
See you guys.
Peace out.